Imagine a race on a circular track between a blue tortoise and a red hare. The hare is running twice as fast, which means it's only a matter of time before it laps the tortoise from behind. This behavior helps us detect a hidden loop in a linked list without using any extra memory. By observing how two pointers move at different speeds, we can identify a cycle that would otherwise cause an infinite loop. To solve it, we're going to walk through Floyd's cycle-finding algorithm step by step. We'll track exactly how the logic works visually, and then break down the mathematical proof that guarantees it will always find the start of the cycle. Trying to just memorize the code for this usually falls apart during an interview, but once you build a concrete mental model of how the pointers behave, the logic becomes second nature. Let's set it up. Here is our linked list. We place a slow blue dot and a fast red dot exactly at the head node. The rules are strict. The slow blue pointer moves forward one node at a time, while the fast red pointer moves two. If this list is a straight line, the fast pointer will simply hit the end. But if there's a loop, both pointers will eventually end up trapped inside of it. And just like our hare on the circular track, a runner moving twice as fast will inevitably lap the slower runner. Because they are moving at different speeds, an intersection is guaranteed. The problem shifts from asking if they will meet to exactly how they close the gap between them. Inside the loop, a physical gap separates the pointers. Since the red dot moves twice as fast, the distance increases by one node each jump. The gap grows from k to k+1. Eventually, it equals cycle length n, wrapping around until both dots collide. This collision confirms our list has a loop. It's a mathematical certainty dictated entirely by the cycle length and the steadily increasing gap. To find where the loop begins, we freeze the pointers and map their spatial variables. Since the fast pointer traveled twice the slow pointer's distance, setting these paths equal and simplifying reveals that distance m plus k equals a multiple of cycle length n. Translated into plain English, this means the distance from the head to the loop start exactly equals the remaining distance required to finish the current cycle. For phase 2, we teleport the blue pointer back to the head and reduce the fast pointer's speed. Moving simultaneously at one node per step, they cover equal distances, green m and purple nk. The two pointers converge exactly at the loop's origin. By moving the pointers at the same speed across equal distances, they are guaranteed to converge exactly at the loop's origin. So why is this specific approach the industry standard? If you used a hash map to detect the cycle, you'd have to store every single node in memory as you check it, creating an O of n space complexity. Floyd's approach uses just two pointers, keeping your memory footprint perfectly constant at O of 1. And despite using virtually no extra memory, it still traverses the list in highly efficient linear time. Mastering this visual model takes a memory-intensive computing problem and turns it into an elegant mathematical proof. You understand exactly how the variables interact, and you are fully prepared to write the code.